Hi, students. Long time no see. Um, Mr. Graffos here, and today we are going to be taking a look at our substance unit. This is our very last unit for the school year, so I just want to go ahead and give you guys instructions on what to do during this unit, so that way if you have any questions you can refer back to this. But please know you can always email me too. That's fine. Today's PowerPoint is Avatar: The Last Airbender themed in honor of it coming to Netflix this month. If you have not watched the show, I highly recommend it. I watched it all the time growing up. So here is what is expected of you, and I'm going to go through this slideshow again, kind of similar to the Flash one, and then I'm going to go back to our Canvas site and show you the difference. It's like you can see where you're supposed to navigate and stuff like that. Okay, but for the week coming up, so June 1st, which is tomorrow through the 5th, really the only things you got to make sure you do are make sure that you submit at least 11 out of your 13 Flash assignments. You can submit all 13. I encourage you to do so. That way, you're getting as much knowledge as you can. Just make sure 11 of them have been turned in. Double check, because some of you guys have been turning in the worksheet that you were supposed to download and write on. So there's actually no work on the worksheet. So please go back and double check that to make sure that you have fives for all of your scores. And you can always resubmit assignments. So just make sure that you get that all done before June 2nd at midnight, which is Tuesday at midnight. So you have all of Monday to do this work, and then all of Tuesday as well. Well, not all, because I know you got other stuff to do, but for this class. And then we are going to be starting our Unit 9 Substance Abuse Unit, and I'll show you how to find that on Canvas. You're going to click on Chapter 15, and I will give you a calendar. Let's do that now, actually. So I'll show you the calendar. So if you log into our Canvas site, and again, mine looks different because I'm in the teacher view, but yours will be looking like this tomorrow, actually at midnight. So you're going to go to your health class. You're going to click on modules. You're going to scroll past all the Flash because you did it all, because you're such wonderful students. And you're going to see here, Unit 9 Substance Abuse will be published. You're going to click on Chapter 15. And you'll see here's kind of the calendar for the week. So this should look familiar from the nutrition unit we did at the very beginning of this whole Canvas experience. So this should look familiar to you. So you'll see on Monday, the only thing that you have to do to stay on track is make sure that all your Flash assignments are in. Tuesday, here's what I recommend doing. Wednesday, here's what I recommend doing. So again, you're going to have to use the textbook, and I know that's not your favorite thing to access on this website. I highly recommend opening it into another browser if possible. But again, so you can kind of see here the notes. And again, this is interesting stuff. So the substance unit is going to be, this one I think is on alcohol. Yeah, so Chapter 15 is all on alcohol, and then the next week's chapter is all on marijuana. So you'll get a bunch of different information, which is pretty interesting. I will let you know, though, the marijuana book chapter is a little outdated. So just keep that in mind. If you have questions about newer research regarding marijuana, feel free to Google it yourself or email me a question. So again, you don't have to do these notes. You do not have to turn these in. But when you go to take your unit quiz, which for y'all is on June 10th, but I think I fixed that. You'll be able to use your notes. I'm changing that. No, actually that's fine. Okay, so that's what you're doing for June 11th through the 13th. And then if you go to the next week, June 8th through the 12th, here's what I recommend doing. So make sure you take that Chapter 15 quiz. You do get 2 tries. You can use your notes. You can use the textbook, okay? The highest of your 2 quiz scores will be taken and added to your overall score on Skyward. Jockey's Story. This is a really interesting website that shows the effects of drunk driving. I know people like to put trigger alerts out there, or trigger warnings, so just be aware that there are some graphic images of this person, but it's a really important website, and it's district approved, so I would never put anything on here that the district is not on board with. So do check that story out. Again, you can find it on our Canvas site. right here. One choice Jackie story. So you, or Jacques story, I'm not too sure. So you'll click here, there's the website for it, and then here is the reflection component that they want you to submit, okay? It's 6 questions. So that is for that week. Back to Canvas. Just be aware, with the nutrition unit, everything was due on Friday. That is not the case, okay? Chapter 15 quiz is due Wednesday by June 10th, so just please make sure you're double checking on Canvas when things are due. For the week of June 15th through June 19th, okay, same thing. So instead of doing this whole thing on alcohol, now it's on marijuana. So you get 2 attempts for the Chapter 17 review quiz. Make sure that you use your notes that you've taken and the book that you've read. And then instead of an assignment, so instead of this like jockey story, you have a discussion post comment. So what that's gonna look like is if you go back to our modules. You'll see here, Chapter 17, okay, has all the readings, and I tried to break it up by week so you could see. Sorry, my roommates are loud. So you'll see all of Chapter 17 is here, and again, that's on marijuana and cannabis use, as well as other commonly abused substances, so you'll get to categorize them. And so here, June 19th, okay, your Chapter 17 quiz review, or review quiz is due, and then the DQ and the Initiative 502. So if you click on Initiative 502, it's going to bring you to a page like this. It's going to ask you to do the following. So please respond to the following prompt. In the fall of 2012, Washington State passed the I-502 to authorize the sale of marijuana in Washington State by retailers licensed through the Liquor Control Board. What are your concerns with the legalization of marijuana? If you don't have any, please explain. Okay, so you're going to hit the reply button, and you're going to say, Ms. Z here. I am you can say positive or negative thinker of the I-502. What is it called? I-502 of Initiative 502. I don't know. Okay, my brain is fried. You can reword this, okay? It does not have to be super long. Just say, like, I approve it, here's why. I don't approve of it, here's why. And that's it. And so then after that, I'm going to post my reply. And then, so let's say, oh gosh. Okay, so I post my reply. And then you are going to respond to one of your peers. So let's say right here, this is Nick something. Okay, so maybe Nick said, hey, Nick here, I'm a positive thinker of marijuana legalization because of these benefits. So then I would say, that's interesting. I'm going to reply, and I'll say, hi, Nick, or whoever I'm talking to. I appreciate your thoughts. Just kind of either affirm or like ask another question. Don't call them out and say like, hey, your opinion sucks, it's wrong. Okay, be nice about it. And then so if you do that to at least one person, you will get full points. Now let me delete this sad discussion post. Okay, so that's Initiative 502. So you'll be able to go, and there's a thing here, so if you click the subscribe button, you'll be able to get updates as your classmates post. So maybe you're the first one who posts your reply, and now you just need to wait for one other one. When you get a notification, you'll be able to comment, and then you'll be done. So I know that's a lot of stuff, but here is the wonderful news I have for you guys. So technically, with the snow days, school is not out until the 23rd of June, which is like 2 or 3 extra days. And I really hope it's the 23rd, otherwise I've been telling everybody the wrong date. Not the point. Just know, like, that last 3 days of school, I'm not assigning anything to you. You have those 3 days to work on work that needs to get done, okay? So maybe you are like, oh man, I didn't write my discussion post. Okay, great. You got 3 extra days to write it. But here's the really, really cool thing about this unit. So I'm kind of like letting you loose. I have published everything. So on Monday, June 1st, you will have access to all of the substance unit stuff. So you'll have access to chapter 15, the chapter 15 quiz, chapter 17 quiz. You'll have jockey story. You'll have the marijuana discussion post board available. Okay, that's all open to you. You get to be as efficient as you want to be. So maybe you log on Monday, June 1st, and you say, oh, I'm so pumped. I've got an avatar themed PowerPoint here to look at, and I'm going to write all my thoughts on substances. You can actually knock out all these things in one day. Power to you, go for it, and then you're done with health for the rest of the school year. So this is completely at your own pace, and I really want to stress that. So don't feel like you have to follow my day-by-day schedule, but I do know for some of you guys that pacing is helpful. So just keep that in mind. Here is like your little cheat sheet slide. This is the absolute 5 things you have to do for health class for the rest of the school year. You have to take that chapter 15 review quiz. Okay, that's the one on alcohol. You have to take that chapter 17 review quiz. That's the one on marijuana and other substances. You have to do the jockey story assignment. So you'll upload it just like you did with all the flash assignments. You have to do the Initiative 502 forum activity. So you have to post your thoughts on marijuana legalization, and then you have to respond to someone on their post. And then here is your final exam. It is on the flash unit. You have 2 attempts, and you can take as long as you need. You can use all your resources. You can have different browsers open. So maybe you have like Flash Lesson 2 in one browser, and then Flash Lesson 3 in the next one. Go for it, okay? Whatever you need to do to be successful. I'll show you where to find that. So if you go to the end of the flash unit, right here. Okay, so it's with the the Friday work that you did. So you can click on the flash unit test. Okay, 25 points, no time limit. You get 2 attempts, and I'm going to take your highest score. You have 23 days to do that test. Okay, you have 23 days to do all these 5 things. I believe in you that you can do 5 things in 23 days. So please keep that in mind. That's all I'm asking you. Not all, because I understand it's a lot, but that's what I'm asking of you for the rest of the semester for health. So hopefully this video is helpful. My seniors, if you're watching, if you're still doing work, congrats to you. I will be at your graduation on June 12th. Look for my Prius. And yeah, I honestly don't know what's going to happen next year, but here we are. Please feel free to email me throughout the summer if you want to, if you're just like bored or lonely. Go for it. Again, if you have not watched Avatar, I'm plugging it for you right now. Go do it. It's a quick series. You'll get through it in 2 days if you're like me. But it's good. It's funny. So yeah, that's all. Bye, guys. Have a good summer if I don't hear from you. This is so weird. Bye-bye.